It's all breezy and I'm back at it again with another episode for the podcast, Everything Sports. So today, I was doing some thinking. I was sitting back and I was like, man, why is it that LeBron, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant are always the only three greats that get compared to each other? Like, you never hear nobody can compare Larry Bird to Isaiah Thomas, or Isaiah Thomas to Magic Johnson, or Magic Johnson to Oscar Robertson, or Oscar Robertson to the George man Ice Gervin. But you always get these three guys, Kobe, LeBron, and MJ. So let's talk about it. I feel like if you would say, well, comparing Larry Bird and Magic Johnson is like comparing apples to orange, then why we can't look at Kobe, LeBron, and MJ as all apples, but different type of apples. Like, you have the Lady Pink apple, you have the regular red apple, and you have an apple that's called Dragon apple or something like that, right? So why those guys can't be apples that just vary in colors? One apple is redder than the other. One has red with a little bit of green. Other has a little red with a little bit of whatever. And we call it a day. Instead of comparing guys to each other, why don't we just rank them as in whatever era they playing? And then we're going to kick it off with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Now, Michael Jordan is a 10-time scoring champ. He's a 3-time steals champ. He's a 14-time All-Star. 11-time All-NBA, a 9-time All-Defense, 1984 Rookie of the Year. He was also the first pick. He was also a first rounder, third pick, of the 1984 draft. And he has 6 Finals MVP and also 6 NBA champions. Now, for his career, he averaged 30.1 points per game, 0.8 blocks, 2.3 steals, 5.3 assists, 6.2 rebounds. He shot 83.5% from the free throw line. He's a 50.9% efficient field goal percentage. And he's a 32.7 3-point shooter. Right? He shoots 49.7% from the field goal. And he has 2.7 turnovers. He also is 5th all-time scoring with 32,292 points. Right? Pretty impressive numbers. I mean, to average 30 points for your career is pretty good. You know, we know Jordan was a sniper. You know, Jordan was a guy that everybody feared during that time because Jordan was coming to annihilate you. He wasn't trying to be your best friend. He wasn't trying to kiki with you. He came to seek and destroy. And his numbers show that that's the kind of guy and kind of player he was. All he cared about was winning, and whatever it takes to win, that's what he was dedicated in doing. Now, next person we're going to get into, our next GOAT is Kobe Bean Bryant. May he rest in peace. He's an 18-time All-Star, a 2-time scoring champ, a 15-time All-NBA, a 12-time All-Defense. He's a 4-time All-Star MVP. I think Michael Jordan has 3 of those, right? Kobe is a 2-time Finals MVP. He's a 2007 League MVP. He was the 13th pick of the first round in 1996, and he's a 5-time NBA champion. He averaged 25 points per game on his career, 0.5 blocks, 3 turnovers, 1.4 steals, 4.7 assists, 6.2 rebounds. He shot 83.7% from the free throw line. His efficiency field goal percentage is 48.2. He shot 32.9% from the three-point line. He's a 44.7% field goal shooter. He's 4th all-time in points with 33,643, and he has a player efficient rating of 2290, which is 27th in the NBA. I forgot to mention that Michael Jordan is number 1 in player efficiency rating with 27.91, which is still the best PR rating in the NBA, in all the NBA and NBA history as we still speak. Michael Jordan's the number one guy. Our next GOAT, last but not least, is King James. LeBron James is a 16-time All-Star, a 2007 scoring champ, a 2019 assist champ, a 16-time All-NBA, a 6-time All-Defense, a 3-time All-Star MVP, a 3-time Final MVP, a 4-time League MVP, a 2003 Rookie of the Year, and a 3-time NBA champion, maybe a 4-time NBA champ by the end of tonight, if all goes well for him. He averaged 27.1 points for his career, 3.5 turnovers, 0.8 blocks, 1.6 steals, 7.4 assists, 7.4 rebound. He shoots 73.4% from the free throw line. He has an efficient field goal percentage of 54.1. His 3-point percentage is 34.4%. He shoots better than LeBron and Kobe. LeBron shoots better than Kobe and Jordan, from the 3-point line. His field goal percentage is 50.4, and his player efficiency rating is 27.49, second best player efficiency rating of all time, behind only Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So that goes to show you that LeBron is also a GOAT for his era, which is what's been a beautiful era watching LeBron play, just like it's been a beautiful watching Kobe play. And Kobe, may he rest in peace, was more like Jordan in a sense, with the seek and destroy, no friends, straight business. He wanted to annihilate you. He wanted to show you that he was better. He wanted to snatch your soul. And he's more like Jordan in that aspect than anybody else. A lot of people just talk about, Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. Those guys are great in their respective careers. But fadeaway for fadeaway, tongue hanging out for tongue hanging out, is definitely Kobe and MJ as far as that go. But we not comparing these guys. These guys are all great for their era. And let's keep it that way, that they're great for their era. Michael Jordan has exceeded his era. Kobe has exceeded his era, and LeBron has exceeded his era. LeBron has been to the NBA Finals 10 times, which is phenomenal for LeBron James. And he deserves to be put on a pedestal and be celebrated, just like MJ, just like Kobe. And I just don't think we should compare guys, because guys are great for their era. I think it should stay in the era if you're not going to compare all the greats to each other in the right sequences. And you would say that other guys being compared to other guys is like apples to oranges or pears to grapes or whatever you want to say or call it. But these guys are GOATs, no doubt about it. LeBron, to me, is second all time behind Michael Jordan. I have Kobe in my top 5. I think I have him at 3 all time, me personally, for my list, those 3 guys in that particular order. But a lot of people say Kobe is, maybe top 10, top 20. He would probably fall somewhere between 11 and 13 on most people's list. But that's just my view, that those guys go in that order. But I believe that we should just keep them in eras, and makes life easier, because you gotta just cherish what you witnessed. A lot of people wasn't here to, or born to witness Jordan's era, because we was born in the 90s while he was doing it, or some of us was born in the late 90s or the early 2000s, so we didn't get to witness Michael Jordan at his best. We had to watch YouTube videos and stuff of Jordan and see how great he was. So I think that he's great for his era. A lot of us gotta do the research and give Jordan his credit. And same thing with Kobe. A lot of guys may not seen Kobe play and win championships with Shaq and stuff like that. So it's easy to say this guy's better than that guy's better than that guy, when we should just respect the era that they was in and how they ascended their eras. And that's just my views on it. All these guys are GOATs. LeBron is definitely on the Mount Rushmore, of players, and that's just how I perceive it. That these guys are great for their eras, and we should just respect the game and respect the greats of their eras, and keep it at that. Peace and love.